That's
Well,
right.
today's show, we got Mark Berry, and Mark Berry's going to be talking to us about love kung fu.
Hiya!
Yeah.
And Mark, notice I wore my outfit today.
So, Mark, tell us about love kung fu.
Well, it's a company that we started about 2 years ago, and it's a coaching company. So what we do is work with singles or couples to help work with them like a personal trainer works on your body. Love Kung Fu, we work on your love life. So if we're single,
Now, do you counsel single people?
oh yeah, yeah.
What would you tell a single person that's trying to get married? What would you tell them? Start out.
Well, the world is so in. This is the whole Love Kung Fu paradigm. Is that there's 4 arts of love, and that every skill you could possibly ever learn, millions of skills in your love life, break down into 4 categories.
Really?
What are those?
No,
What
I
are
want to
those?
know those.
The,
Yeah.
art, the art of singles, the art of dating, the art of relationships, and the art of family, which includes like marriage or starting a business together or whatever.
Well,
So in the art of singles, that's just yourself. That's your confidence, your image. Like, do I know who I am?
Right.
You know? And then if you've got that down, and you're always growing in all these your whole life,
Right.
then you move into the art of dating. And the art of dating is, I call it the art of sport.
yeah,
Dating is a sport.
it is.
Well, what if you
Dangerous
get
too,
tired of
sport.
playing that sport?
Yeah.
Well, then you take it's like going to the gym, you take a break. Okay, just say, I'm going to take a break for a week or 2 weeks.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mark, on that third quarter, you was telling us about the singles and the relationship. Okay, the third quarter, what's that all about?
The single dating relationships, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one I call the art of war.
Okay, the war.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
it's that first, I don't know, I'm still in it like 4 or 5 years.
That's when the kung fu come in.
I mean, you know how it
Get it
is.
now,
You get in a
yeah.
relationship, and then the honeymoon's over,
Mm-hmm.
and you got all that stuff to work out.
Okay, now your body doesn't shut down, after all that,
Yeah,
the
all
year
that-
and
all
stuff
that's
like that.
done.
Okay,
All
all
that's
right.
done, and that's where the rubber meets the road, and that's where
Yeah.
so many relationships end.
Just ends, right?
And what I found was as long as you keep working and keep working and you
Amen, that's
and
true.
you learn, you got to match. So down here you're learning action, right? You're learning how to keep persistence, keep working, right? And then when you get up here, you're learning about how to stay educated, how to communicate so much. You're different than your spouse for a reason.
Right.
You make a balance. But the benefits of being different are also the biggest problems with being different.
So, in the art of war, the art of war section of the relationship, mostly is that, okay, now we got to work at this.
Yeah.
It's not a war. It looks like a war between 2 people, but the art of war is the art of war with yourself. Because
It's
you
finding
are
yourself through all that.
surrendering.
But you
Parts
know,
of yourself.
now that goes back
That's
to
true.
singleness.
But I can
The
tell you where the war
singleness.
started.
Yeah, you're
Y'all ain't getting it.
redefining.
Y'all
Right, you're
missing the whole-
redefining. Mark, it
Okay,
could be any of us.
well, while we waiting on them to come on, Mark, okay, about that fourth quadrant.
You still need that.
Yeah, I need that. I'm trying to figure out all these 4 quarters. If
What you
anybody
working-
wants to say
what- can I
something,
ask
they
you
can
a
come up to the
question?
mic.
What you work? What you working
I'm
on?
talking to Mark.
Oh.
Mark, okay, the fourth quarter. Go ahead, explain that one.
Well, that's the last one. That's the art of family. And that's basically after you've got all the duking outs done, after you've kind of resolved and you've become this powerful couple,
So
right?
you do resolve that duking out.
There is an end to that. I did not think it was ever going to
Word.
happen.
Wow. So you mean you let your end?
What, close. You're never done.
Oh, okay.
You're never done. But like, and you guys probably know.
Power
this.
couple,
There's
yeah.
there was a point there where it was like every day.
Mm.
It was every day.
And you
fighting
survived?
and oh yeah, just arguing and everything.
Ooh.
And, I knew it was bad when we could not move a couch.
Yeah.
Like he's on one end and I'm on the other, and we could not move a couch.
Yeah.
We go left, and like either you just drop. It's a mess.
Then it really got bad when it say,
She just, when you're on the phone with another person and your spouse, it's amazing how much more nice you'll be, how much more respectful and generous you'll be.
But that's the facade, isn't it? I'm gonna be nice because somebody else was on the phone, and I don't really want them to know the full dynamics.
Well, except that 2 things. Over time, the facade comes down, and you end up being nice and going after the results.
And saying things probably that you wouldn't normally say, probably.
I'm gonna tell you
What
something
do-
about me though. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I don't care who on the phone.
But that's you.
That's good though.
That's
Yeah.
you.
You,
You'll
what
get
will
results.
happen is you'll move fast.
Fix it for me.
Because what I want to know, Mark, is when people come and talk to you about, because I mean, people have some hang-ups, like unlike Boone, you know. There's some people who have hang-ups about their relationships, about talking about love. And so when they come to you, what should they expect when they come to you as a love coach? I mean, you know, some people are still apprehensive of even talking about their relationship. So what should they expect from you, you know, that you would expect from them when they come and see you?
Well, the reason you'd hire a coach is because you're tired or frustrated with the way things currently are. You know, I know we would not be together if we hadn't pulled in all sorts of different people. I mean, you know, I don't mess around. If I'm having a problem and it's getting worse, because things are either growing or dying, right? That's life. Growing or
true,
dying,
that's
right?
true.
So your relationship is either growing or dying at any point. And couples that have divorced or whatnot, they can see it. This is the point where it started going down. And so you got to get in because they will kill the relationship. So you got to get in there and say, you know what, I am willing to open up to another person because I'm not willing to let this relationship fall apart.
Yeah, I think that's key. I'm sorry. I think that's key what you were saying, that you have to be willing to open up to.
Is knowing the boundaries.
What
Do
are
you
the
think?
boundaries?
Do you think people come to you really and pick the wrong mate?
Usually not. You almost always. I mean,
It's interesting.
Wow.
I think relationships serve a purpose in your life, right? You're in that relationship to learn something,
Okay.
or and also to contribute something to the world.
But you don't think you can pick the wrong mate and struggle your whole entire marriage trying to make it work when it was the wrong person in the first place?
You were probably trying to learn something like better judgment, or
No, I should have had better judgment when I
or you might be trying to learn like a life lesson of how to letting go.
Yeah.
Like if you're like with the wrong person, you probably have a hard time letting go, and that's what you're trying to learn. What we've created, Love Kung Fu. The whole idea is that any problem you're working on right now is indicating a life skill you're trying to learn right now.
Well, let me ask you a